Not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill. 49, check 49. Hatch it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Hey, watch out. Check. Line 54. 2-6. Pick up the ball. Check.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. That one complete to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch that. Safety.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
All day, dog. Watch twist. Watch twist. No. Set hot. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 87 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike 21, check Mike. Ready? Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike.
Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Steelers take over the first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 27-yard line.
Red!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Take left, take left. Go down, go down. That's good. That happened.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a give, right side. McFarland, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Operating from the gun. Love. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Pitching on it. Pitching on it. 54. Man out, man out, man out, man out. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Check, right, 51.
From the gun, here's Brissett. A dump off to Elliott. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
14, exit. You must. 14, 14. Yep. I'm scared. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. There's a partner. Switch. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Ready, go. Let's go.
They'll try to left side. McFarland, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Maher is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
That's it, baby. We got to work.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go, here we go. Third and base, let's go.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Throwing on third and long. Love in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Darius Leonard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Go. Mike, 54. Rabbit. Check. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 32 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On the double. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. 61. Matchbox, right. Bravo. Undercut.
On 2nd down, McFarland. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw. Love. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On 1st down, McFarland, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a give, right side. McFarland. And some room to run now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Scene 6. Topper. Get the ball. Shoot. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Go.
From the gun. Love. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2. And ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, Lot. Come on, Lot. We better not.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Brissett. And that's Elliott, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Nothing today. That's it. Lucky. Switch. Now. If you kill it, motion me out.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Check safety. Staying off.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a give, right side. McFarland, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Hey, alert three.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
He wasn't ready.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Marr able to put this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got his man Hilton. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Brissett now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving a show, but can you rock it? when it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 deals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my headlock. In the end zone with the lead dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. No, dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Blow your mind.
like that, like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that, like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. You know they came from the bottom and now we is